Right then, this is a walk around video, and this is for a very handsome looking estate. It's the Hyundai i40 and it's a 1.7 style. Very nice specification car, finished in white, which looks absolutely fantastic on these cars with the privacy glass and small amounts of chrome just to break it up. It looks really handsome indeed. Just 46,000 miles on the car, very well looked after car as well, in really nice condition. Front of the car, lights and lenses completely clear and intact there. Front of the car generally really good. Bonnet hardly exhibits a stone chip anywhere. It's very clean indeed. Near side, passenger side of the vehicle, and it is pretty much mirror smooth in the panels there. It's got lovely lines on the flanks as well, very kind of reminiscent, no doubt copied from Mercedes, but not a bad place to copy. And front alloy really good. Coming down the panel work on the side, again all very nice indeed. Inside rear alloy, again pretty much unmarked there. Coming back here at this angle again really clean and I think it's just it's only one of the nicest styles of estates. It's just it really flows very well indeed. Around the back again, all very good. There's the odd tiny little mark. I mean, most that I can see, or most the few I can see, and they are minuscule, will soon just polish straight off. But it is very clean. Offside rear alloy, again really good. And then the remaining panel work is absolutely lovely. Final alloy again absolutely unmarked, so externally it really is in very nice condition, this car. Coming into the boot area, obviously very big in the back, lots of little cubby holes, luggage nets and all sorts of stuff going on there, but very nicely done. Coming to the back of the car now, it's been kept very nicely. Footwell areas, carpeted areas all look really clean and tidy. Rear seats, all the fabrics look very good indeed. It doesn't look like it's been sat in much in the back of this one. Coming to the front passenger side, again all very clean. All the little recesses been kept really nicely. Footwell areas again just look absolutely immaculate really. Passenger seat there again looks absolutely wonderfully clean. Finally coming to the driver's door card, again very clean and tidy. Footwell areas again absolutely wonderfully clean. And driver's seat, the electric adjustments on there as well, all working perfectly, and it looks as though again it's been given very little use, some very light use. So sat inside the car now, engine's running through this section, so the dash can be seen illuminated as I do in all my videos. Really nice interior, very well styled, very modern but very simple to use. You see obviously a sat nav model here, all working perfectly. If I put the car into reverse, you get the rear parking camera again working exactly as it should. Dual zone climate control system, pumping lovely cold air. It has been kept wonderfully well in here. Absolutely beautiful condition. Coming across the dashboard, very nice dashboard as well. Simple and legible dials, 46,109 miles, and there are no warning lights on the dashboard at all. Steering wheel really nice in hand, looks and feels absolutely as new as well. The whole interior has a very fresh feel to it. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual, pack and lock and wheel nut key are both here and present with the car. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Hyundai. It's the i40 style, and I think it's called the Blue Drive, or let me just get that right for you. Yep, Blue Drive is Tourer or estate car. And this particular car is registered EO62USU. The reason we do these videos very simply is that we basically want people who are looking at the car online in an advert to actually see the car in operation. We feel it's important, if people are willing to travel vast distances to come and see us, that they do so in the knowledge that either there are no issues on the car, or if there are, they get to know about them before they set off. So that is why we do it. We also choose part of the road test route any prospective buyer would go on. Reason for that is so hopefully it'll then be representative of what you'd feel yourself if offered a test drive in the car. Isn't normally traffic lights here, and I think they're just packing them away, but there we go. So coming to the car itself, very well maintained vehicle, and I have to say it feels it straight away because it feels absolutely as tight as a drum. Engine starts absolutely instantly and settles to a smooth, even idle, so all exactly as it should be. There are no warning lights on the dashboard relating to the engine or any other part of the car, so all absolutely fine in that sense. The engine's really nice. It pulls with real lust and gutso from low revs. It's quiet on the move, very refined at a cruise, and very, very economical indeed. Engine then feeds through into clutch and gearbox. With such low mileage, you'd expect the clutch to be good, and it is, because it's smooth and positive, and bite point's exactly where it's meant to be. Gearbox, 6-speed gearbox, slick, tight in its shift. It feels absolutely as new to change gear. Feels, it's a very pleasant gearbox to use, in all honesty. Steering of the car tracks absolutely dead straight. There are no vibrations at all at this speed or any speed up to the legal limit, and it just feels absolutely as new to drive. It feels so tight on the road. The steering is really nice. It's very nicely weighted. It's positive. It is very well matched to the chassis of the vehicle. It's kind of flows to the chassis very, very nicely indeed. The chassis, and what I'm looking for in these road tests, by the way, is any kind of noises coming from underneath the vehicle that shouldn't actually be there, some sort of rattles or clonks or anything like that, and there's nothing at all. It's as quiet as a mouse. You'll hear it hitting bumps, but there's no sort of noises thereafter. Also gives you a very, very comfortable ride, that has to be said. I'm not going to pretend it's a sports car, because it isn't. But it is a very, very nice car to drive, long distances, because it's very, very accomplished and very, very comfortable in the way it goes about its business. But it does go through the corners very nicely as well. It flows really well. Body control's very good on the car. There's no great lurching or anything like that. Only if you press on at sort of stupidly high speeds. You might find it feels sort of lighter in that way, but for most drivers, absolutely perfect. Brakes on the car, just going to wait to the straightish bit, give it a good shove, but really nice solid brake pedal on the vehicle. No kind of pulsing or rumbling through the brake pedal, so all exactly as you'd hope to be. Looking around inside the car, very nice modern interior on these vehicles, and very, very well made, it has to be said. No squeaks, no rattles, nice texturing of the plastics on the car, and it's a very, very nicely laid out dashboard as well. Sat nav, big screen sat nav. It's a lovely spec car, this one, by the way. Dual zone climate control system, which is pumping out absolutely ice cold air, by the way. And then you've got multifunction steering wheel with your cruise control, hands-free functions, everything working as they should. Really nice dials on these cars with the sort of blue backlighting and the red needles. Very nicely done. Really simple to take the information in as well, which is really nice. But just a genuinely very, very nice car to drive, it has to be said. And I know the test drive is only brief, but it only really needs to be, because the car drives absolutely as new. It really does, and that may sound cliched, but it is genuinely the case. I wouldn't want anyone coming any distance to find out it did anything other than that, if in fact it does. As always, though, if you've got any questions about the vehicle, and you don't hesitate, do give us a call.